Our major winter storm is just hours away, and there are changes. The impacts are becoming clearer. We'll run it all down for you coming up. Karen?
All right, Ben. Also, first at 4, a bizarre chain of events in Centerline leads police to the body of a woman in a bathtub. Then it gets even stranger. We have an impeachment update. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi just revealed what she's going to do next. It's all first at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a severe weather alert.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, let's start with that severe weather alert. Normally we'd be talking about snow, but this storm bringing an unusual assortment of rain, possible flooding, and ice. So you need to listen closely because what you see will depend on exactly where you live. Let's get right to meteorologist Ben Bailey, who will guide us through this upcoming mess.
Yeah, Karen, we're using the term unprecedented because this amount of rainfall, this 2 to 3 inches that we're expecting, we have never seen in January in Detroit. It will break a monthly record when it shows up, and it is just on our back doorstep. You can see it now starting to really get itself together down here north of the Ohio Valley. We're just about 6 to 7 hours away from the push of that initial heavy burst of rain. This is the new change. The winter storm watches have now been upgraded to ice storm warnings. Those take effect at 4 a.m. tomorrow, run through 7 a.m. Saturday. That's almost, it's 24 hours plus, where we're expecting accumulating ice that could top a half inch, maybe as high as 3/4 of an inch in this part of our area. Winter weather advisories out here for Macomb and St. Clair counties. Then you talk about the water. Flood watches up for nearly everybody. And when the winds kick in, lakeshore flood advisories for Wayne and Macomb County, and then a lakeshore flood warning a little further north as we headed towards the thumb. So let's look at the timing of this. We'll start seeing that rain arrive at about 11 o'clock tonight. And here's the bottom line. Major river flooding. 3 rivers will be at major flooding, and one of those may be setting records. Power outages and damage will be widespread, especially in our west and north zone, and the wind will make those other impacts even worse. We'll talk more about that ahead. Because the conditions can change this weekend, don't forget to download our Local Forecasters app. It's got interactive radar and weather alerts all in the palm of your hand, free in your app store by searching WDIV. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. And this time of year, snow might be easier to take, but instead, many of you are forced to worry about the flooding and ice on power lines that could cause outages. Over the next 2 hours, we'll be tracking preparations all across the board. We start with Local 4's Paula Tutman.
Of course, we all know that Mother Nature will ultimately decide what happens this weekend, but all over southeastern Michigan, people are getting ready and they are in high gear. It is hard to see on the ground. So, with the help of Drone 4, let's take you flying. Here's the situation right now in Dearborn Heights. So right here, you have Ecorse River. At the moment, it looks like Ecorse Creek. But the line of demarcation is 2 inches before it turns this entire neighborhood into lakefront or make that inside the lake property.
It comes through here like a big old river. I mean, there's 9 inches of water across this ground.
We will take you to where people are actually sandbagging their houses. We're talking about war against Mother Nature. Also, utility companies staging out-of-town contractors, just getting ready for the worst. We are loaded for bear, and we've got all your bases covered. So I'll see you again at 5 and 6.
All right, Paula, when winter storms hit Michigan, you definitely want to watch the roads and be prepared for slick conditions. Crews all around Metro Detroit are ready to leap into action to keep traffic flowing as smoothly as possible. Local 4's Larry Spruill has been talking with MDOT and joins us from the Southeast Michigan Transportation Operations Center with how they are getting ready. Very busy days ahead, Larry.
Busy day indeed, Karen. We are literally inside what many call the eyes and ears of the city. Now crews are working and preparing for the big storm. Take a look at the screens right behind me. Those are screens, those are ways the crews here can see any and everything that's going on the roads. This is just one way to make sure the highways are safe. This room is called the heartbeat of Detroit when it comes to emergency situations or severe weather. Inside this emergency center, they can see any and everything.
So it definitely is a 24-hour, all eyes, all hands on deck type of facility.
Planning is a huge factor for the Michigan Department of Transportation, especially when it comes to Mother Nature. MDOT spokesperson Diane Cross tells me that's the case for this weekend.
We are constantly monitoring the weather all year round. And we are fully aware that this is a weekend that we may get a lot of rain, maybe even some snow in our Metro Detroit area and some flooding, that type of thing.
And for everyone in the Metro Detroit area, that means all eyes are on the weather.
We have crews that normally monitor our pump houses anyway. The pump houses are what remove the water from the lower freeways, pull the water up into the sewer system so that the road is drivable.
Flooding a constant factor on our major highways, which is why they are watching the forecast of heavy rain closely. Friday, teams inspected more than 100 pump houses just to make sure they're working properly.
This is our software where they monitor the pump houses. They're monitored 24 hours.
We've got crews that are going to be on hand in case there's a problem.
But Cross says no matter how much they work to make sure the roads are safe, they need the drivers to do their part as well.
But drivers have to be prepared as well, right? If they're going to go somewhere and we've got bad weather, they need to leave early.
And Cross tells me everything depends on the weather this weekend, but they are watching and waiting. For instance, if ice is a problem, they will have salt crews ready. If flooding is an issue, they will have crews watching the pump houses. We're live in downtown Detroit tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
And we appreciate all of their work. Thank you, Larry. In addition to coverage at 5, 6, and 11, we have 24-hour coverage at clickondetroit.com, including information on what you need to know about flood insurance, the best things you can do to prepare for a power outage, plus a look back at the Great Flood of 2014. You can find that all on clickondetroit.com. We do have breaking news this Friday afternoon on this horrible flu season. State medical experts have confirmed the first 2 flu-related deaths in children here in Michigan. The children are from Wayne and Shiawassee counties. Both were infected with influenza B, the strain that has dominated the early season and often hits harder in children. Nationally, 32 children have died from the flu. The Michigan Department of Health is strongly recommending that everyone over the age of 6 months get a flu shot. The state has released new information about that green ooze cleanup along 696, including some good news for drivers. State regulators are launching a new assessment of the electroplating services site in Madison Heights. They'll determine if the site could be included in the EPA's Superfund program. Michigan's Department of Environmental, Great Lakes and Energy says the assessment should be done by spring. Also, that lane of I-696 that's been closed for the cleanup should reopen next week. New at 5, we'll show you why Detroit fire inspectors were inside another building owned by Gary Sayers. He is the one who owns electroplating. Help me, Hank, working on that story. A homicide investigation is underway in Centerline after a woman is found dead inside of an apartment. It's a bizarre chain of events. It started at the city's police department. Police say a 68-year-old man walked in and asked officers to do a welfare check on his 68-year-old girlfriend. He led police to an apartment just blocks away on 10 Mile Road. Officers were stunned by what happened when they went inside.
He unlocks the door, we go in to look for her, and as one of the officers goes checks, they find her deceased, fully clothed in a bathtub. The individual just turned his back to the officer, put his hands behind his back to be handcuffed.
That 68-year-old man is being held tonight in the Macomb County Jail. No word yet on charges. New this afternoon, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is getting ready to send the articles of impeachment against President Trump to the U.S. Senate. She has been holding back, but today she is mapping out her next steps. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom. And Kim, this announcement comes with a challenge to Republican senators.
It does, Karen, and good afternoon to you. The House Speaker was holding on to the articles of impeachment, hoping to change how a trial will be held in the U.S. Senate. But Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is not budging. Pelosi will now move forward, hoping she's raised some questions in voters' mind about how fair the process might be. So today, she sent a letter to her Democratic colleagues saying they will meet to discuss impeachment on Tuesday. She's also indicating they will bring a measure to the House floor to appoint impeachment managers to work on the Senate trial. Then the House will transmit the articles of impeachment to the Senate. The president is accused of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Pelosi also says, quote, every senator now faces a choice to be loyal to the president or the Constitution. Of course, this whole inquiry focuses on President Trump's dealings with Ukraine. Right now, there's no indication the Republican-controlled Senate will remove President Trump from office. The president himself denies any wrongdoing. And of course, we'll be following this every step of the way. Until then, we'll send it back to you, Karen.
All right. Thank you, Kim. First at 4, we are tracking stories making news all around the world today, including the standoff between the United States and Iran. Today, the Trump administration announced more sanctions against Iran just days after attacks on 2 U.S. bases in Iraq. The sanctions are on Iran's steel and iron manufacturers, as well as the country's construction, textile, and mining sectors. The president has toned down the rhetoric, but is still facing questions about why he authorized the killing of an Iranian general. Supporters say he did the right thing, but Democrats and even some Republicans say they are not convinced. Meantime, Iran is vigorously denying that it shot down a Ukrainian passenger jet with 176 people on board. It calls the allegation a lie, even though the U.S., Canada, and Great Britain say that's what the evidence is showing. Ukraine has 45 experts in Iran, but it's not clear if they have access to evidence from the crash. It's also unclear if any third party has been able to watch as Iran downloads information from the plane's black boxes. Dozens of Canadians were among the passengers killed on that flight. South Korea reports President Trump took some time to wish Kim Jong-un a happy birthday. Returning from Washington, South Korea's national security directors say he received the birthday message while at the White House. North Korea's dictator has been unhappy with U.S. peace talks, but President Trump has always said they have a great personal relationship. Kim Jong-un's birthday is believed to be January 8th. Still ahead, first at 4, yoga pants, sports bras, and leggings. We will tell you why one of America's biggest retailers is making a pretty big move into active wear. Also ahead, what a mess. Take a look. We'll talk about what spilled all over this highway. And do you have your real ID driver's license yet? We're going to talk about why this police chief couldn't get his. He was hurt by the rejection, and many of us can learn from his experience. His story next.